Thank you, friend, for joining me today. Let us read this book, Jesuitism by Wylie. We are now on chapter 19, and this is the continuation of our reading. Our Father in heaven, thank you so much that you have been so good and so faithful to all of us. May your mercy continue to linger. I pray in the name of your Son, through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Page 108 of the book, and this third paragraph. If the reader should doubt it, we crave his attention to the following brief statement of historical facts. In 1796, an order arrived from the Cardinal Prefect of the Propaganda at Rome to the effect that a thorough training on ultramontanism should be provided for the people of Ireland. Rome was then planning those efforts, which she has ever since been steadily prosecuting for restoring her dominion in Christendom. So deeply shaken first by the revolution in England in 1688 and next by the revolution in France in 1789, she thought best to make a beginning with her project in Ireland. That country was an advantageous point from which to attack the heresy of the sister Isle and restore the authority of the papal chair in England, and so restore it in the center of the world. But first, Ireland's own popery must be consolidated. It must be recast in the sterner mold of ultramontanism. In order to this, two measures were adopted. First, Maynooth was established at an ultramontane school, and second, dense theology, a system of thorough ultramontanism, was adopted as the training book at Maynooth. Cardinal Cullen used Scavini and Gurry as textbooks. These were a compend of the theology of Ligori, as dense was of Thomas Aquinas. Passing over political steps taken outside of Ireland, we come to the year 1831. By this time, most of the Irish priests were Maynooth-bred men. In that year, two injunctions were issued to the priest, as appears from the Dublin Diocesan statutes. The first was to the effect that every priest should have in his possession a work on moral theology, and that every day he should read and study a chapter of it, in order that, being himself well instructed in the laws of the church, he might be able to direct the consciences of his flock by these laws. The second injunction was that all the priests of the Ireland should assemble in conference, each body in their own diocese, 4 times every year, and undergo examination by the bishop on the portion of thence or of the canon law previously prescribed for their study. Here we behold a mechanism than which nothing more complete and thorough can be imagined for writing the canons and dogmas of Rome on the mind of the whole priesthood of Ireland. To the daily study of these canons in private are added 4 public drillings in the year. Under such a training, what could the Irish priest become but a phalanx of thorough ultramontanists? But the operation did not end here. The priest, having made proof of his own thorough proficiency in canon law by standing an examination upon it before his bishop, and by maintaining it in debate with his fellow priest, was sent down to his parish, charged with the task of summoning his flock into the confessional, indoctrinating every man of them in the same antisocial, anti-national dogmas. These were delivered to them as the truth of God on what they most surely believed to be a divine and infallible authority. We behold here the canon law of Rome in the process of being engraven in the mind and conscience wrought into the life of the whole popish population of Ireland. We see priests and people marshaled into one great ultramontane host. We will read the next paragraph the next time, and God our Father continue to bless you and his only begotten divine Son, Jesus Christ, be gracious to you now and forevermore.